My name is Emily. I'm an intern at Project C.U.R.E. Today I'm going to be showing you how to test a suction machine. Most of the suction supplies you can find in this aisle right here. That'll include suction tubing, curettes, oftentimes filters or other smaller components, and the machines themselves. If you can't find a machine here, you can always look in the aisles adjacent to the lab on other parts of the biomed warehouse. Project C.U.R.E. gets a lot of different kinds of suction machines into the warehouse, and almost every suction machine looks different. Here are two different kinds of suction machines that we found in the warehouse today. To make sure that it's a suction machine, you should look for words like suction or vacuum. You should also make sure that the machine that you found has a pressure gauge. Having a place for a suction cup and other things like that are also good indicators that you found the right kind of machine. You need to be careful because there's a lot of machines that look pretty similar. Both of these are compression units. As you can tell, they look pretty similar to some of our suction machines, but they have completely different purposes. Make sure that you're using a suction machine, not a compressor or some other device, before you start testing anything. Once you've found a machine that you're sure is a suction machine, you're going to need to gather a few supplies before you can test and package the machine. First, obviously, you need the machine and the power cord. If you can't find the power cord, it's not worth testing the machine, even if it turns on with the battery. The next thing you're going to need is a plastic suction cup. You can use any of the plastic suction cups we have back in the back of the warehouse, but it's sometimes nice to try and find them so that they fit pretty well within the unit. You're also going to need a piece of tubing like this. This will connect the machine itself to the cup. If the machine already has a piece like this, but it looks a little dirty, you should remove it from the machine and replace it with a new one. The final things you're going to need are two pieces of tubing. The first is tubing that'll go to the patient. It's a longer piece of tubing than what we have here, but it's got similar attachments on the end. The next thing you'll need is called a yank-hour. Yank-hours are what the doctors use to actually suck the fluids out of the patient. Once you have both of these and all of the tubing required for the machine itself, you can test the machine. Suction machines have a lot of different important purposes in the OR and other areas in the hospital. Oftentimes, suction machines are used to drain fluids from patients during surgery, or if there's some kind of emergency. They're extremely important to doctors, and that's why we're testing them. So, all of your suction cups and lids you can find in this area right here. Sometimes it can be a little disorganized back here, but it really doesn't matter which cup you use, as long as you find the cup and the corresponding lid that fit well onto the cup. So testing a suction machine is actually pretty straightforward. What you're going to need to do is take the tubing attached to the machine itself and ensure that it's attached to the vacuum port on the suction cup. Also make sure if there's other ports that they're all closed up except for the one that says patient. Once you're plugged into the power supply and you've got your tubing connected to your cup, you can turn the machine on. Then you want to place your finger over where it says patient and see if you can watch the gauge go up. I'll show it again. When the gauge goes up, it means that you have suction in the machine and that the device is working. If the gauge doesn't go up, you've got a problem with some kind of air supply or pressure mechanism on the device, and you'll probably need to ask for help. You can also always feel the suction on the patient outlet when you put your finger onto it. If you can't feel the suction, as long as the meter is going up, it's okay. Because every device is different, some of them have different features that the one like I just showed you doesn't contain. For instance, this particular machine requires one of these small plastic cups with the ball inside of it. you can find this back with the other suction materials. To use this machine, you need to screw the small bottle into this area. So then when you turn it on, you still get suction. Other machines contain similar cups that are made out of glass or that are slightly larger. If you ever need help finding a supply, or you're not sure what your particular device needs, you can always ask for help. Once you've tested the device and you've seen the pressure gauge go up as you hold your finger on the patient outlet, then you're ready to box up the machine to be cleaned and sent out. You need to box the machine with 5 different things: the machine itself and the power cord, the tubing to the bottle, the plastic bottle, the patient tubing, and the Yankower. When you have all of these components, you can put it in a box with all of the supplies and put it back out over here so that the next volunteer can clean it off and get it ready to be shipped out. Now that the device is ready to go, I'll put it over in this pile with other functioning devices to set it out to be cleaned and packaged. And then you're finished. Now you're a suction machine expert. Hats off to you!